Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast.
That's what you call a tight segue.
Oh, yeah.
In radio terms.
Yeah.
This is the world's favorite place to go for fun, intrigue, and informative car talk. It is the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. We got recalls for you and some interesting ones, too. We got Hemmings, Guess What It Sold For segment. Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History. It's a whole half hour jam-packed full of fun and automotive, all rolled up into one.
I'm in.
We'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive news headlines, too. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday. It is a real pleasure. It's a beautiful day here in the Sugar Shack, outside the Sugar Shack studios. It's supposed to be 80 today.
Close to it. It was like 52 or 54 this morning.
I noticed that you wore your long sleeve shirt.
I did. I'm not a cold person.
And being from Detroit, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I only lived there 22 years. I got the you-know-what out.
Did you?
And I still haven't thawed out.
No. Yeah, well, I can understand. But, I'll tell you what. Growing up as a boy in Wisconsin.
Well, you wouldn't grow up as a man, so, yeah.
I'm biting my tongue.
Wisconsin.
To be honest with you, I've never grown up.
None of us have.
We had just as much fun in the wintertime as we did in the summertime. And just because the weather was cold or it was snowing, that was more of an invitation to get outside and enjoy it and have fun. Didn't you?
Because it didn't last very long. I mean, we had some snow when I lived in Oklahoma as a kid. But it didn't last like year-round. You just had it for a few weeks.
It started snowing around Thanksgiving, and it didn't end until Easter.
It's snowing.
Well, you were a little further north.
It's snowing up in Michigan the other day. Yeah. But
it's not like it was back in my day.
No, but you bring up back in your day was you always found something to do outside.
Always.
Yeah,
because you didn't
take
have
a wagon wheel and slide down.
The video games and all the stuff that keeps you inside. For the kids today, we didn't have that,
no,
so you had to go outside and play.
We had indoor activities.
Yeah.
I mean, had toy trucks and stuff like
slot
that.
car sets and trains and all that.
Dad built me a train set down in the basement. I mean,
playing ping pong and all that.
Oh yeah. Well, there was stuff to do. There was always stuff to do, but we enjoyed outdoors. I lost a set of glasses with my sled up at the high school that had a tiered hill from the high school down to an elementary school down below. Man, I'd take that sled, I'd fly off the top of that hill, and I'd just barely touch the first tier, and then down to the first tier. I mean, it was awesome. Had so much fun up there. Days on it. I'd go up there. Mom would take me up there by myself. I don't need anybody. Doing fine by myself. Yeah. Or we'd go to the ice skating rink. I had two near me that we'd go to. I'd spend hours up there at the skating rink. And they never, ever did any kind of ice treatment or cleaning during the day.
Was it an actual rink with size like they play hockey on?
No.
We used to have the city flood a park.
Yeah.
And build up the banks.
The boards around it.
Well, more snow banks is what it was, yeah.
Well, not for me. We had boards around it, and they put little, rubber things in there so the water didn't flow out when they were filling it. And it took several hours for the fire hose to fill it up. And boy, it froze just like tomorrow. It's always going to freeze, and it stayed frozen for months.
I'll be darned.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah.
And it was full of kids, and we just had a good time doing it.
Yeah, we had to go check the ice on the pond. It never really got that hard.
Well, we went ice skating on the river, the Fox River that ran through Waukesha. And there was a certain part that you just didn't go far. You didn't go too far, not that far. You go fall in. And they had cones out there so you wouldn't go over there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Enough of the reminiscing of winter. We talked about winter tires with the guy from Consumer Reports.
Ryan.
Last half hour, Ryan P. But now, I thought we could either. I'll make it driver's choice here. We can either one of two things. We could start off with the sold cars roundup, or we can do recalls. You want to do recalls first? Be serious about it for a minute.
Sure.
Hyundai recalling 145,235.2 electrified vehicles in the U.S. due to a loss of drive power. The recall includes certain Ioniq Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6 EVs, along with some luxury Genesis GV60, Genesis GV70, and Genesis G80 electrified variants from model years 22 to 25. The U.S. Auto Safety Regulator said the integrated charging control units are likely to get damaged and stop charging the 12-volt battery, which can result in a loss of drive power. Okay. Here we go, GM. Rear wheel lockup from transmission valve failure.
Uh-oh.
Cadillacs, Chevrolets, and GMCs from 2020 through 2022. It's too numerous to mention, but there's a ton of those all being recalled. Then again, safercar.gov will get you. All you got to do is plug in your VIN number, and it'll tell you. Deactivated exterior lighting, as opposed to activated. Rivian R1S and R1T for 2025.
They're going to take both of them back?
Apparently. Tesla Cybertruck inverter fault may cause loss of drive power. In other words, it just quits running. Short wiring harness may cause loss of drive power. Now, does that mean in length, or does it mean there's a short in the wiring harness?
Ah.
See, the way it's worded, I would think they're talking length.
I would too, but who's to say? Lucid Air. I know that there's a ton of listeners that have Lucids. Lucid Air for 24 and 25.
That's air conditioning in your house, isn't it?
I think so, Lucid Air, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that would be heating at this time of the year. Vehicle rollaway due to an ABS malfunction in the Dodge Durango and the Jeep Grand Cherokee 28 to 2019. I said 2018.
ABS rollaway.
Vehicle rollaway due to ABS malfunction. I'm just reading it as it is. I don't understand it at all.
No.
Incorrect software in the transmission control module in the Chevy and GMC Express and Savannah for 22 and 23. Upper suspension arm may detach.
Uh-oh. That could be an issue.
Yeah, that's not good.
Land Rover, Range Rover, 2014 to 2016, and they're just now figuring that out?
Yeah, that's
2014. That's what, 10 years old? That means it's should have 100,000 miles average plus on it, and it's breaking now.
What do you expect?
So you take it over there to the Land Rover dealer, and they go, nah, it's all right.
Yeah, we can't get parts for that because it's too old.
Oh, too old, huh? Sunshade may operate unexpectedly. Martha? What is that noise coming from the back?
Getting dark back there.
Hyundai Santa Fe and Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid 2024. Ford Ranger. Bracket may damage the fuel line and cause a leak. Ouch.
There goes the gas mileage.
Yeah, there goes the gas mileage for 2024. Passenger airbag may not deploy. It says incorrectly. No, it says passenger airbag may deploy incorrectly. Sorry. Ford Escape, 24 and 25. And finally, incorrectly installed engine cup plug.
No.
May leak oil. What is a cup plug? It may leak oil.
It is a plug for your cup.
Or I was thinking maybe it was if the airbag opened up the wrong way, it might keep you from getting
The last time I heard of a cup on a car, I've never actually.
No.
Last time I heard of a cup, if anything, would be a cup that you would athletic supporter kind of cup.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Cup holder, but it's not that because it's got an oil leak. Ford Expedition, Ford F-150, Lincoln Navigator, 24 and 25. Those are the recalls. Huh. Some of the oddest things.
I know. Well, then there's safety and then there's convenience recalls.
Yeah, but some of them, like there was the earlier one where I was, in my head, I was going, well, those cars have got 50, 60, 70,000 miles on them. You know, stuff is going to start breaking.
And with the arm falling apart, that's wear and tear.
His arm fell off. We don't know what happened. Martha?
Yeah.
All right, time now for the Sold Cars Roundup.
Yeah, let's do something fun.
So Hemmings puts out this thing. They put out the report once a week, and you can go to Hemmings.com and look under auctions, and there's all sorts of auction cars on there, and we think it's kind of fun to look at them, look at the cars, and most of them are fairly unique, old, hot rods, resto mods, whatever. So we put together a little list, and Jeff and Mike decide what they think the car sold for. So here's one for you, and I picked this out particularly. because one, it's a convertible, and it's a great big convertible. A 1969 Pontiac Parisienne. Do you remember those?
Oh, yeah.
That's a big
The Parisienne. I have not heard from one of those being for sale for decades. A Pontiac Parisienne convertible. It's red. It looks completely stock. Red exterior, white interior. The top is down. It looks pristine. How much do you think something like that? I don't even think that would fit in the garage. Do you?
No.
I'm going to go 27.
Oh, no. I was going to go like 17.
Mars wins 14.7 is what it went for.
Okay.
And I picked these out because my mind goes to the Hot Rod Tour of Texas.
Oh, yeah. Let me see it.
It's right there. The Hot Rod Tour of Texas. And boy, would that be cool in April to go on the Hot Rod Tour.
Get you a big cowboy hat and have Kathy hold it on your head while you're going down the road.
Yeah.
She normally does anyways.
I think more along the lines of one of those helmets that they get for people that, run into walls and stuff.
I have one of those too.
Yeah, it's going to say.
You've seen those on the football players have the soft helmet on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a blow-up thing outside of the helmet.
Concussion, yeah.
Here's one. This is kind of a rare car, and if you can find them these days, I think that
price has gone up.
1969 Hearst Oldsmobile. Now it's built on the Cutlass platform. 69 Oldsmobile Hearst. And I assume that this is an original with all of the numbers matching and all that sort of thing. And I believe that it's got HO on the hood scoop there.
Should
be a
have.
455, I think.
Then it's just a question.
It's hard. I can't see it.
I think you could actually get a manual in that if you really special ordered it.
Well, it's pretty good looking. It's white, and it's got red accent striping on it.
Red?
And the snorkel, it's white with red striping, and it's got the snorkel hood thing on it. So
I thought all the Hearsts were gold.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, white and gold.
I'm just telling you what I see.
I understand.
This is a 69 Oldsmobile Hearst.
Yeah.
What do you think something like that would go for?
I'm going to say 60.
Yeah, I'm going to drop down to 32.
57,750. So it's got something going for it.
Yeah.
Let me see this red combo package here.
It's not red combo. It's white with red stripes.
That just doesn't. You sure that's red?
What does it?
Those are gold.
Does it make any difference?
Well, it
Yeah,
does to
because that's
me.
the reason I dropped the price. Because
Yeah, that's gold.
it either jacks the price up or it kills the price.
Okay, well, whatever the case may be, the picture isn't that clear, okay? And I do make mistakes. Thank you, Lisa.
I still say 60.
1965 Ford Mustang, and it's a fastback. 2+2. Remember those? 2+2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good-looking car. That was always my favorite when it comes to those first-generation Mustangs.
Does it look okay?
It looks great. It's got the light package on the front of it. It's got looks like custom wheels on it. It sits good. Aftermarket wheels, and it's red. And I don't know what the color of the interior is. Probably black, I would guess. But the '65 Ford Mustang 2+2 fastback. What do you think that would go for today? It looks like a driver. But it looks like it's been restored.
28.
28.
21.
52.5.
You're right. It's got something going for it in there.
Well, anytime you say aftermarket wheels and stuff, it sounds like somebody kind of monkeyed with it.
Yeah, but with the 2+2.
Yeah. Those are like rally wheels. Yeah.
You guys are way too picky about this stuff.
Well,
You started it.
I'm thinking about some of the prices I've seen going, and that's way up there.
Here's a Mustang that I really liked when I drove it when it was brand new, and I still like it today. There's something attractive to me about this car. This is a 2008 Ford Mustang Bullitt. Now, the Bullitt has got, I think it's got a 6-speed manual transmission in it, and I don't know about the engine. I don't think nothing special about it. I don't think, but it's got the Bullitt-looking gray wheels, mag wheels on it. It's green, and it's slick. It doesn't have any.
It is a Bullitt. It doesn't list the number on it because they're all numbered.
2000? No, it doesn't. 2008 Ford Mustang Bullitt. I don't know the miles. I don't know the condition of it other than that's what it is. It looks clean. Somebody washed it, put it in the grass, and took a picture of it.
I have no idea.
You want to guess?
Yeah, I'll go 28.
Mars?
38.
27,825, Jeff.
Ooh, I'll take that one.
Yeah.
That was
How
a
about,
guess.
let's go in another direction. A 1951 Chevrolet two-door Bel Air. A 51. So it's round fenders, everything. My grandpa had a car like that, except it was a four-door. The 51 Chevy Bel Air.
36.
18.
10. $10,000. It probably has a straight six in it.
Yes.
And it has 3-speed on the column.
Yes.
And it smells like liniment.
Liniment?
Liniment. It's for your muscle and aches and
I was
pains.
thinking more along the lines of Preparation H.
Or what's the mothballs?
Yeah, the problem is there's not a lot of places you can drive that car.
Why?
You get out on Interstate 10, you can't drive at 70 miles an hour down the freeway.
Yeah,
you get run over.
No.
Pshaw.
It's got a 3-speed manual transmission on the column. That car would go 60 easy any day.
But that'll just get you off the access road.
All right, fine. 57 Ford Ranchero.
Ooh.
I will tell you that it is very clean and it looks stock, although it's restored. This couldn't be an original, but it could be. A 57 Ford Ranchero. Wasn't that the first year for the Rancheros?
Nope. I got the automotive history. You have to wait. That's a nice teaser. It's a nice segue, but we're not.
I'm going to go 12.
16.
31.5. 31.5.
That's when you get into V8s, they're inline sixes.
Are you a Mercury person? Are you a Merc?
Mercs are cool.
Merc?
Yeah.
How about a 1946 Merc?
19 for lead sleds.
Well, this is
dropped.
not that. It's got a stock body, and it hasn't been lowered or anything. It's got some custom wheels on it. It's got all of the chrome, and there's a lot of it. And actually, it's a pretty clean-looking car. It doesn't do anything for me personally, but it's a two-door. It's black. Looks like it's got a red interior. A 46 Merc.
17.
I'm thinking air suspension stuff. 28.
I don't think it's got air suspension, but this one here sold for $44,100.
Yeah, it's got some more stuff on it.
Now, here's one that I don't think that you can come within $10,000 of your guess. That's my bet. A 1964 Sunbeam Tiger. Now, I don't know about the 64s, but I know in the Sunbeam Tigers later on had a V8 in them. At least there was an option later on. What do you think that the 64 Sunbeam Tiger went for? Come on.
16.
TikTok.
16.
I'll go 18.
How about $60,000?
What?
$60,375.
That is pretty.
It is.
That Merc is a cruiser.
Yeah, that Merc.
Yeah, but that's why I'm thinking that's the reason it went for so much. That's going to be more like a resto mod.
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely a resto mod. I don't know what's under the hood, but whatever. Doesn't make any
I know.
difference.
Look at that. Don't touch it.
All right. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. The InWheelTime app. Download it to your mobile device today if you haven't already. We also video stream on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts, yep, we got them from your favorite podcast provider. And you can also find our new broadcast partner, Odyssey Radio Stream. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupe Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupe Tortilla, he's pretty good. Is your car ready for that all-important holiday road trip? Gulf Coast Auto Shield is having another car social Saturday, December 7th, and you're invited. Bring your car, truck, or SUV and find out what it'll take to get that thing looking new again. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your one-stop shop for paint detailing, coatings, window tint, clear bras, camera installs, and wheel repair. The car social is your opportunity to get a tour of this state-of-the-art facility located at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. Join the car social Saturday, December 7th, 9 to noon. Talk to other owners and see how good your car can look on the road trip to Aunt Mary's. She'll want that good-looking ride in her driveway, I promise. Put it on your calendar. The Gulf Coast Auto Shield Holiday Car Social and Road Trip Get Ready. Saturday, December 7th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show will be there too. We'll see you then.
You know, it's interesting. That's going to be our last remote of 2024 at Gulf Coast Auto Shield. And we're going to change things up a bit, I think, for 2025. We've got some other plans, and it's going to be good, I think.
It's a new year.
It's a new year. We're going to turn a new leaf, as it is, says, whatever. All right. Time now for the racing calendar. There's a big race tonight in Las Vegas.
Yeah, well, we'll just dwell on that. But yes, Formula One, second from the last race. It's in Las Vegas. A friend of mine, Todd Sheldon, was out there this past week with his wife and family doing other things, but he was taking pictures, and from the hotel you could see all the track set up. Good luck, Las Vegas, because they didn't really have a good experience last time, but maybe this year they will. And then from there on, you've got one more after that. It is the Yas Marina coming up in Abu Dhabi back in December.
Yas Marina
in Abu Dhabi.
And what kind of racing is that?
It's going to be Formula One. It's the last Formula One.
I see.
Last
one. I thought they were racing Yaz's.
Yeah, they're going to. But I wanted to, since it's racing, I want to bring you up to date on where everyone finished in NHRA.
All of them?
All of them. So the top five in Top Fuel was Antron Brown won the title. Doug Coletta came in second. Justin Ashley third. Sean Langdon fourth. And Brittany Force fifth. In Funny Car, it was Austin Prock, then John Force, even though he was out.
By the way, did you see the speed that Austin Prock qualified?
That was incredible.
341 miles an hour.
Just incredible.
New world record.
But
in 1,000 feet.
In 1,000 feet. The point of this is both Austin Prock and John Force are part of John Force Racing.
Yeah.
So he took 1 and 2 on that. Ron Capps, who is your favorite guy, not mine, took third. Matt Hagan is fourth. And then Bob Tasca the third. Bob Tasca is a cool cat. I met his mom years ago. She's a very, very nice lady. So Pro Stock, Greg Anderson. Dallas Glenn took second in the Pro Stock. Aaron Stanfield is third. Erica Enders was fourth. And Jed Coughlin Jr. came in fifth place in the finals. And then last is Pro Stock Motorcycle, the two-wheeler guys. Herrera was first. Matt Smith was second. Richard Gadsden was third. Angie Smith was fourth. And Hector Arana Jr. came in fifth.
Don't care. You're talking about Formula One. A General Motors-backed bid to enter Formula One as an 11th team in 2026 is now looking more likely to succeed after being previously rejected, according to multiple sources. Liberty Media-owned Formula One ruled out the Andretti Global bid in January, doubting it would be competitive or add value, but kept a door open for 2028 when GM would be able to provide an engine. The U.S. House of Representatives Judiciary Committee launched an investigation into possible anti-competitive conduct. Landscape has since changed with Michael Andretti, a former Formula One racer and 1991 kart champion, as well as being son of 78 F1 champion Mario Andretti, announcing in September he was taking a step back from his day-to-day operational role at Andretti Global. Andretti, who remains an advisor and is still involved in the F1 project, has handed over key operations to business partner Dan Towers, who has been in the Las Vegas paddock ahead of this weekend's Grand Prix, the third in the United States this year. Liberty Media is also going through change with longtime chief executive Greg Maffei. stepping down. Such a sissy name. Stepping down at the end of the year, the teams are sounding more open, providing there is a clear benefit to the sport.
I want to chime in on that. That's a bunch of hogwash because the whole time General Motors was on board with Andretti for building an engine. They went to Alpine engine builders, and Alpine said, yeah, kind of, we'll do that. And then they kind of backed out because of Liberty. Liberty, one of the executives of Liberty is the wife of, I can't forget, of Mercedes, the big management guy of Mercedes, who is a loser because their past couple of years, they haven't won any races.
How do you really feel?
I'm upset that it hasn't gone through already. I love the Andretti family, the team, and all that stuff.
Well, it's going to be a GM.
General Motors.
You need to get it out.
That's hogwash.
This makes you feel better?
A little bit, yeah.
It's kind of like therapy, isn't it?
It sort of is. So subscribe to our therapy.
Our therapy channel.
But I just think there's
Therapy
more
with
to it
Jeff.
than somebody wrote that in a way they wanted to spin it in a positive way. But I think, I can't remember the guy's name now. I'll
Are you saying it?
It don't make no difference.
No, it does.
It don't.
Anyways.
I got to read this story. You're going to find this interesting, I think. Robert McLean, former director of parts and service at Formula Nissan in, is it Bray, Vermont, or Barry, Vermont? Bear, Vermont? Whatever. Someplace in Vermont. Is awaiting sentencing next month after pleading guilty to mail fraud for selling parts in a scheme that cost the dealership at least $575,000. McLean started working at Formula Nissan in 2019, where he managed the department, supervised employees, and oversaw ordering, receipt, and payment of automotive parts for the dealership. The story from Automotive News. Between January 2021 and September 2022, McLean ordered vehicle parts from Nissan North America, including lift kits that cost between $2,300 and $2,900 each, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. The invoices for these parts were sent to Formula Nissan, which paid the bills. However, McLean did not use the store's dealership management software for these parts orders, ensuring the lift kits were not recorded in Formula Nissan's inventory of parts on hand. He then advertised the lift kits for sale on Facebook at prices below Formula Nissan's wholesale cost. McLean sold more than 200 lift kits, receiving payments through his personal PayPal account. He also used Formula Nissan's FedEx account to ship the kits to customers across the U.S. This, according to an information filing. McLean falsely claimed to customers on Facebook that he could offer significant discounts because Formula Nissan had acquired the kits at dealership prices. McLean, in June, signed a guilty plea in federal court in Burlington, Vermont. He faces up to 20 years in prison.
Wow.
And a fine or double the amount the dealership lost due to the scheme, whichever is greater. McLean's sentencing is set for December 12th. Oops.
Can I interject one more thing on this Formula One?
Oh, God, here we go.
Toto Wolff is the man's name, and his wife's name is Susie Wolff, and she's
Toto.
Toto.
Toto, like the
Wolff,
dog?
right? Well, yeah, mongrel. But his wife, Susie Wolff, is part of the executive branch of Liberty Media. So there's kind of a hush-hush talk back and forth. He is worth $1.6 billion, and he says that they're not making money off of F1. Somebody is, and it's him.
I saw that the race this weekend in Las Vegas. Last year, $1 billion it brought into Las Vegas.
Well, and it took them forever to do it. But I think that's hogwash. Enough said. Carry on.
Okay. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah,
God
we just
knows
did.
You've got a lot to say, I'm sure. Just shoot us an email. The address here is info@InWheelTime.com. We are back after this quick break.
The holidays are upon us, and Pro-Am Auto Accessories is your local one-stop for the auto enthusiast on your gift list. Pro-Am Auto has been serving Houston since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am was one of the very first distributors in the U.S. for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbeau, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier shopping corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse and showroom with installation and service bays. Pro-Am reaches a worldwide audience through ProAmAuto.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. Holiday gift giving is alive and well at Pro-Am Auto. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755.
Hey, Houston, it's back! America's greatest hot rod tradition is Thanksgiving weekend. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Autorama at the George R. Brown Convention Center. 4 days of hot rods, customs, trucks, and muscle cars. Don't miss the Evel Knievel tribute. The Megamorph. Transforming robot car. Lowrider showcase. Meet Catherine Bach from Dukes of Hazzard. Hip-hop legend Flava Flav. Farm Truck and Asian from Street Outlaws. Autorama. Thanksgiving weekend. Discount tickets at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Part of the Summer Racing Equipment Show Car Series. See Autorama.com for more info.
That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.